I saw this antique piece and knew immediately, yep, you're coming home with me. I picked it up for $75, and look at that stitching detail. I mean, wood that looks like fabric? I'm in. This is a federal-style chest from the late 1800s to early 1900s, and the biggest challenge here? Preserving that delicate inlay around the drawers and down the front corners. So I started on the top with my carbide scraper, then I brought out the orbital sander to smooth everything out. But anything near that inlay? Absolutely not. I taped off all the inlaid sections so I wouldn't accidentally sand through them, because that would be a very short video. And who wants to see me crying on camera? I added wood filler along some of the lower cabinet damage, then went in with detailed sanding, flipping the dresser onto its sides and using sanding blocks to get in all the corners and crevices. I also carefully taped off those 2 vertical inlays on the front edges before sanding nearby. Then I removed all the tape, and so far so good. Next, I hand sanded the drawer shelves just to freshen them up a bit, nothing too aggressive. Then I wiped everything down with a damp cloth and followed it up with pre-stain wood conditioner. While that was drying, I went inside and gave all 4 drawers a thorough wash, inside and out. They were definitely showing their vintage age. I also added wood conditioner to both the inside and the outside of the drawers to help bring them back a bit. Then it was time for stain. I went with special walnut and applied it by hand using an old t-shirt, working section by section. And pretty quickly I realized this was darker than the drawers. Not just darker, less red and more brown, which was not exactly the plan. But I kept going because sometimes you lean into the chaos and hope it turns out into a design choice. For the drawers, I gave them a very light sanding with 400 grit and then used Refinish across the fronts to revive them without touching that inlay. Next, I pulled out my Blend-All sticks to touch up the filled areas and even out some of the spots across the piece. And I'll admit, this might be the first time I was actually happy using them instead of just reaching for my furniture paint. Progress. Then I sealed those areas with a light spray of shellac, and once that dried, I followed up with a few spritzes of wood toner to help blend everything together. With the stain dry, I hand-applied polyurethane to the top, sides, and corners. Once it dried, I sanded lightly and repeated that process 2 more times for a total of 3 coats. And here's how it turned out. So yes, it's definitely a little more two-tone than I had originally planned. I was hoping for that warmer reddish match, but Special Walnut had other ideas. That said, I've done two-tone pieces before that people loved, so I'm crossing my fingers this one finds its person. Because honestly, it's still a gorgeous antique with incredible detail and a lot of history. And for $75, I'm calling that a win. My name is Meg, and I show you practical tips for refinishing and flipping furniture. Be sure to hit the follow button for more.